The biggest producers of baby formula on the planet have been pushing their products relentlessly to consumers. And now that it's been a devastating disease, it's been linked to their products and premature babies. The public's finally starting to pay attention. Attorney Sarah Papantonio joins me to talk about what's happened. Sarah, this story is so bothersome because we understand somewhere in the range of, could be 3,000 preemie babies dying every year because of this product. Lay the story out for me, if you would.
So this is a story about the baby formula industry. For decades now, what we've seen is a dramatic increase in the rate that children and infants are fed formula, and a dramatic decrease in infants that are fed breast milk. And that's all at the hands of the formula industry. So what that comes with is when we have premature babies who are born 7 weeks or before, they're being fed baby formula instead of breast milk in order to increase their growth, which is a false narrative put on by the industry. But what's happening is those premature babies aren't able to digest the enzymes within that formula. It's a cow's milk formula. And as a result, it's causing their intestines and it's causing their organs to break down and necrotize in a disease we call necrotizing enterocolitis. So you've got a newborn baby, the most vulnerable population of infants that we could possibly have, ingesting a cow's milk formula, and as a result, their organs are essentially shutting down on them and they're dying as a result.
Yeah, when they do the autopsies, they're finding that basically it's the entire gastrointestinal system is turned into almost dust, like a film in a dust. And the agony the child goes through. Sometimes when I read this story, I read a story where a nurse who used to work, specialized with these children, had to stop working because she couldn't stand the screaming, the pain that the kids were going through as they're dying, these preemie babies. So the first thing that they're introduced to in the world is this kind of suffering. The industry knew, and they have known. It seemed like 2009, everybody really started talking about the fact, they asked the industry, why are you going out there and discouraging breastfeeding? Why are you discouraging mother's milk? Well, we know now, don't we? Because they're making so much money.
And that's what's so disgusting about this story is it's suffering that these children never had to go through. You know, since as early as the 1990s, what we know is that cow's milk formulas cannot be properly digested by premature infants. But what these companies are doing instead of promoting that message and promoting safer alternatives, they continue to promote their formula. They continue to run media scare tactics against mothers and families to make them fearful of breastfeeding their own children. Because that's, when I start getting really concerned, when I see a company starting to take marketing tools out of the playbook of tobacco. And when I see a baby formula company taking marketing tips from a tobacco company, that's when my eyes really start.
Well, when you started looking at this case, I know the thing that was startling to me is I looked at the first of all, I looked at the PR firms. They're using exactly the same PR firms that we ran into with tobacco, and we ran into it with opioids. Same evil empire, Madison Avenue sociopaths that were telling the story. We actually compared ads where you had one ad that's a tobacco ad and one ad that was a child, a preemie, it was a formula ad. It looked exactly alike. You had the doctor saying, this is what you need. Tobacco, you had the message, doctors choose this cigarette to smoke, as crazy as that was. But it's the same PR organizations, isn't it?
Right. I mean, for every study, for every publication that says do not feed premature infants this type of formula, the baby formula industry stacks up about 5 times the amount of touchy-feely advertisements that they push and push and push to the public so that they don't see the true nature of the products that they're giving these children.
Sarah, real quick, I just want to really land this, but the truth is, there's plenty of science that shows that this baby formula that's being sold by Abbott, by Mead, by Nestle, I've never seen such. When you look at Nestle's history, you go, my God, these people should be in prison, not selling products to the American consumer because of their. Just Google it, and I know you have, but I'd love the people to watch this program. Just Google Nestle and Google all the awful things that they've been fined for. They've paid God knows how much in fines. because of their conduct. They're the ones running this industry, aren't they?
Absolutely. This is a $55 billion industry, and they're spending a big chunk of change of that on public opinion.
And in 2011, they were told by the World Health Organization and many other organizations, the product you're selling is killing preemies. Told it straight out. And then when they were told that, they actually increased the sales and increased the marketing. Sarah Papantonio, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.